You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. By going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com, you can make this possible.
All right, folks, let's talk about this crazy story. A 10-year-old Michigan boy has been charged with assault because he hit a classmate in the face with a ball while playing dodgeball. The boy being punished is, of course, black, and his classmate is, of course, white. The mothers of both boys talked about what happened, although the white mother did not want to be identified.
My son was hit twice in the face with a ball previously due to this, and the child apologized to my son, and he said, "Mom, it's okay. We're still going to be friends."
I'm unaware of any of those situations. Sorry that her child got hurt. I'd be sorry for any child that got hurt.
The injured child's mother says her son had a previous medical condition that made him susceptible to head injuries. So my question, why in the hell was he playing dodgeball, Kelly?
Because as far as I'm concerned, he's frail and he never needed to be there in the first place. If the young black boy is being charged with assault, then my logic follows that the white mother should be charged with child neglect because she knew about her baby. She knew that he was not...
Excuse me.
I'm sorry?
Kelly, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, the white mother knew about the physicality of her child, and yet there was no, to my knowledge, any type of, permission slip, guarding him from the dodgeball game. Nobody saying that people knew about it, things like that. And it's dodgeball. I mean, I can only imagine how many assault charges I could have pressed when I was 10 years old playing soccer, football, kickball. Oh, my God, kickball. Plenty of dodgeball, wrestling. I got cauliflower ear once. I mean, that's definitely an assault charge right there. I mean, but the fact of the matter is these are children, and this happens amongst children. And the fact that the mother of the injured doesn't see that or refuses to see the black boy as a child, it's beyond frustrating.
Jason, I am utterly confused here.
Yeah.
When you play dodgeball, you are going to actually get hit. That's the point of the game.
Absolutely. It's funny because when I think about when I was young and 10 years old, I used to try to hit my friends in the face with the ball. That was like part of the game. We all tried to do that. And that was, there wasn't malice involved. It was because that was the game. It was fun. It was funny. And obviously, I think as Kelly already stated, if he had a head injury or something like that, he should not have been let in the game. And if she had let the school know and they still let him play, then maybe the school is liable. But this young man is not. And I would certainly blame any law enforcement agency or any state that charges a 10-year-old child with assault for a school dodgeball game that was sanctioned by adults. So I think this is all absurd. It's ridiculous. I understand, I am a parent. I understand how parents can be sometimes out of their minds with their protection of their children. But if the state is getting involved, or if law enforcement is getting involved, or if lawyers are actually taking these cases or anything like that, they are being absurd and ridiculous. And they should be punished for getting involved in something so frivolous.
This is where I hope a judge throws this out, and the judge should say, ma'am, this is a dumb lawsuit. Melik?
Yeah, I mean, it's the idea that the mother had, dodgeball is a physical sport. We already know that it's a physical sport. So if the child had any sort of medical condition that would have affected him playing such a physical sport, then he shouldn't have been out there anyway. I don't know how, I don't even know how a 10-year-old is charged with some sort of assault. I mean, I live in D.C., so I see what kids do when they're really assaulting people. But this is in the on the course of a game. I really don't understand that. I do know, and it was weird. I was trying to find out some background. Why was the child? Because the child was actually suspended for one day, and then the mother accepted that suspension. But I'm not sure. I was just trying to get some background information on why is it that the child was suspended anyway. But I haven't been able to find anything, but any child that's subject to some sort of, resulting from some sort of physical involvement in a sport, if there's something that was documented, or even if it wasn't documented, that's something that the mother should have known herself and should have prevented it. But charging a 10-year-old for a volleyball game, and not just a dodgeball game, but any game, any sports that's sanctioned by a school, to charge a 10-year-old or an 18-year-old just doesn't make sense to me at all.
I am sick of these stupid people.
All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
All right, folks, you heard me talk a lot about marijuanastock.org. Why? Because I want to keep you informed of investment opportunities that make sense. We've all watched the growth of the cannabis industry. A recent report by New Frontier Data estimates the global cannabis market at more than $340 billion. We know that marijuana legalization is sweeping the country state by state. We also know that marijuana has a good cousin, the hemp plant, with a much higher concentration of CBD. That means hemp gives you all the medical benefits of marijuana without getting you high. Until recently, hemp farming was practically illegal in the U.S. and heavily regulated by the DEA. However, the 2018 Farm Bill changed all of that, making it legal to grow hemp CBD in the U.S., thus creating one of the largest commodities worldwide. They need land to grow all of the plants. And, folks, this is where our friends at 420 Real Estate come in. Their business model is simple. They buy land that supports hemp CBD grow operations and lease it to licensed, high-paying tenants. That's right, they are hemp CBD landlords, and you can get in on the action. Our friends at 420 Real Estate decided to do something special for the Roland Martin Unfiltered family. Originally, the minimum investment level was $500, but right now you can invest in this crowdfunding campaign for as little as $200. That's right, $200 up to $10,000. Let me recap. This is a $340 billion industry that is still growing, and you can participate with as little as $200. To invest, go to marijuanastock.org. That's marijuanastock.org. Get in the game, and get in the game now.
Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.